Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks as they take on last year's #1 overall pick, Baker Mayfield, and the upstart Cleveland Browns. I'll be back with you at halftime, but kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we come at you from EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. It's been all systems going this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for our the Seahawks, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys. And the
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They go play action here on first down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Mayfield looks to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. There he goes, left side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Good. 180. Pistol.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 16 carries, 69 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
First down, Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the run play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put him on the ground.
Now it's Lockett. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Remember, they're running that 5-game winning streak right now in the driver's seat in this.
Mike, 180. Regular. Greystone, Travis.
Mayfield on play action. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Break it. 180. 54 Mike. You ain't got nothing.
Mayfield on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 3rd down, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Mike, 180! Here I come!
Following the interception, Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The second down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Al Woods able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know these guys watched him all week.
Now Mayfield lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from backs. He's going to want to...
180! 50, Mike 50, huh? Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. What's up?
A first down throw for Mayfield. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cassius Marsh has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Real.
Mayfield now. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Set. 180. Up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cassius Marsh in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ricky.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle to Beckham. And this is Beckham remaining down on the ground. And apparently in some pain. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The game. They've been...
Set. 180. Mike 54. Hey, me and you all day. All day.
Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Cassius Marsh racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And now here is another interception. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering...
180. Coming to you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And again, it's Mayfield. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cassius Marsh, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. I remember when I was a kid, and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that...
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it'll be their first loss of the season. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.
everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the exciting second-year quarterback, Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens, as they square off with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. With that, let's get up to Seattle. Standing by at CenturyLink Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. On third down, Jackson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. Taken in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback in his 8th season now in the league, Russell Wilson.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down with a sack and Ziggy onside.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now on 2nd and 16, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the counter, Ingram. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the 4th quarter, but 2nd quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
Now it's Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, first down. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
My observation, there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Cassius Marsh in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Here's Sam Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of the...
Ready. Check. Watch 54.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Throwing is Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside.
Let's go. Good. Go to base. 6, move, out. You got nothing to do.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. But now it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Their win streak at... Jackson now down around his goal line. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Al Woods, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Check. Watch 54. It's just me and you.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now left side on the swing pass. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
I'm going to get you all.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cassius Marsh, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, the D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before?
Here we go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Now Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson to throw again. He'll buy some time right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... So the victory here for Seattle, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Seahawks, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they fall a game under the...
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks as they match up with a former league MVP, Matt Ryan, and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. 3rd and long, it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. 14 yards to pick up there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Returnable for Lockett. It's a nifty return of 29 yards.
Let's go! Hey, 280, 51. Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe. Play that tight D.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The numbers for Freeman a week ago. 18 carries, 64 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Hey,
On third down, Devontae Freeman. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands for...
Ready, 280, 280. 39.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Ryan. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. From the gun on third down, Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Ready, 280, 21. Let's go, D.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ezekiel Ansah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Ryan now to throw on third down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 at the 19. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. They'll run here with Freeman. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
On 2nd and goal. Ryan, pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Al Woods coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Tavecchio puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Mike ready, 280, Mike 25. Cut. Get out.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jaron Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop it well short of the yellow line.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember,
Down, ready, Mike 25. Watch 54. Yo.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ziggy Ansah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. So we've come upon half. Well, why don't we hold on?
Ready, Mike 25. I'm trying to collect.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
We got four.
Throwing again, Ryan. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Jaron Reed in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So
Ready, 280. Right there, 54, 58.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, Tuesday.
Here's Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Nice catch right there. It brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Well, they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He'll find his tight end. That's Logan Paulson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch.
Get ready.
On 1st down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw is Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Ready. Right there, 54 miles. Come on, boy. Get up.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing again, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 23. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. To throw again is Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown.
So the victory here for Seattle. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer, Tim Karen, said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the fifth-year quarterback, Jameis Winston, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they square off with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. With that, let's get up to Seattle, standing by at CenturyLink Field.
Ready? Black 22. 50's a month. 50's a month. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Jameis now on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Ready?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake. Winston. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let's go.
Winston now to throw on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Winston now. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. And Winston lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offense.
Ready. White 25. 50. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
First down, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The numbers for Evans a week ago: 5 catches, 57 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Ready. Flash, you get that. 54. Right, 54. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Let's go.
The first down throw for Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jameis to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Andre Ellington, his first carry. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Now Ellington. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. On 1st and 10, Winston. And his throw is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Winston. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Black 25.
To throw, Winston. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. Wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On the ground, Ellington. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On play action, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. Ready, flash, what do that? Mark forward. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, let's go.
Winston. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's going to be a long day.
Winston leaves it with Barber on the draw. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the...
Keep playing hard. Ready, watch 25. 3, 17. Where's that?
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens.
Ready, black 22. Wait. Here we go, G.
On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Mike 54.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Winston. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Well, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And it's fielded at the 34. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position.
Ready, blue lady. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the pass.
Winston now from the 50. Over the middle, complete. That's Hudson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Ellington. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play action now. Winston. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Gay's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
Ready? Back, we ain't giving them nothing,
Winston. And incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain.
Flag 22. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Go. Go. Let's go.
Come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
54 Mike. You can't block me. You can't.
Now it's the backup Gabbard. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And now the 3rd down throw. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Seahawks, the train...